When we of the angelic realms, of the Galactic Federation of Light created this Earth, we did so with our expert engineer team, in which we laid the main design, similar to how the humans build houses, in which we had the original blueprint, and this same blueprint is being returned back into this Earth. What we as a collective of light mean is that with your own realization of the grand design of this universe, you will see that all that we have helped to create, among the many advanced life forms in this vast universe, and beyond, we still center and house many types of advanced lives aboard our starships. The original blueprint of humanity has been to have the humans be fully conscious, to be 12 helix DNA humans, and this is what has been the original creation of the humans, from the time of Lemuria and Atlantis. Only the energies of this dimension are allowing for no corruption as was allowed during the time of Lemuria and Atlantis, continuously, by divine will. This is where you come in to assist humanity as a newly awakened ascended master, as this applies for those that are in many age categories, and simply because you are in your 50s, in your 60s, in your 30s, in your 40s, you are in no way further advanced than those souls in their 20s and teens. This is why it is important that you realize that there are many ascended masters in the 144,000 that are currently incarnated on this planet, as your own respectful nature is needed to continue forth in your ascension process. Are you seeing this with clarity now, in your own awakened presence now? There is no time for games in the ascension process, any more than feeling that war on your planet is a game, in which you see real bodies dead, in which you hear cries and screams from these ways of living. It has been made real from the combination of fear that has led to a massive amount of darkness of those souls supporting war, violence, guns, knives, and such, and feeling that you will be protected by it. Will guns protect you from a large tsunami that comes in those areas around the ring of fire, starting to circulate around this whole globe? No, as you are sensing the seriousness of this time in your life, as you have only made it this far by our help of the Galactic Federation of Light, of your angelic guardians, from making sure that the Cabal has not destroyed all of the starseeds and light workers on this planet, which they have threatened us many times before, even now, which we as a collective of light will not allow. Your own choice to continue to create for the new Earth is in your hands, as you are open to the dedication of the light, in hearing these daily messages, as combined, you are able to shine brightly into the darkness of hate, of war, of separation, of judgments, of racism, into a new sense of being. Now we see the mind of many of you newly awakened starseeds and light workers saying, I don't judge, I am not this, I am not that, I don't support war, I don't treat everyone differently, and the key word here is don't, which is centered in denial. Denial of why you have come here. Denial of you being here to create with highly advanced skills from our galactic crew is the very reason you are having difficulty now at this time in your ascension process. The release of denial is the embrace of your own true self to then live in the mastery of your own consciousness, and in releasing such fear, then you naturally become more bright, and the ego will go against all of these messages, in everything they say, in most of what these messages say. As the ego has been programmed by the Cabal since you were taught in your grade school to have a name for yourself. When you get good grades, you are treated differently by your teachers. When you are harmful in school, you are praised by your peers for being strong. In winning fights, you are taught grades being different, and all belief systems that start conflict. The ego says, if you don't believe what I believe, then you are not like me. And I am not like you, and this is how insanity is built, and starts. This is how your lack of feeling of source has started, and on top of that, your whole lives, you have repeated the same patterns of fear, of separation. And the ego says, doesn't everyone do this though? No, Just as every soul on this planet is not a starseed, is not a light worker, not from these advanced civilizations of us of the angelic realms, of the Galactic Federation of Light, as you will notice this, as in talking about us to the humans, they will say, "What the heck are you talking about? Are you some type of religion or something? Are you from some type of cult?" All of these are clear distortions of the truth of your origins, and how the human race was created with our geneticists, way before they were altered by the Anunnaki, and this is where you come in to set the record straight. It is not about saying, but the humans will not understand, they can only see their dollars, their euro, their own selfish needs, and to feel this is the case is to still be in duality, into fear of not being of divine service to this dimension. On top of all of the chaos in your outer reality, you are able to realize an inner divine connection inside of you, which brings forth a divine nature, essence, and pure sense of being to connect with who you are to be source now. Are you seeing the importance now in our divine connection now, in you awakening more into who you are to be source? This source divine flow is only accessed the more you are still within, in your heart space, in your intuitive knowing, where there is only harmony, acceptance of all, forgiveness of all, and an elevation out of the fear-based reality, into an unconditionally loving reality. Very few souls on this planet carry a high vibration, as most souls operate based in the mind, ego-centered awareness, and often these are a few signs of those souls, talking in such a way, "I hate the way this goes, why can't I do that, I shouldn't do that, I should do that, I could have done that, imagine if you could do that, what would you do if this happened?" Such lines of questions are all from the ego, not from a state of pure consciousness. Similarly, being gentle, kind, and in harmony results from an inner connection, where such questions are similar to the passing clouds in your own reality, not able to create your reality, any more than you allow it to. The inner feeling of restoration that you are entered into in being fully conscious continues, and starts as you are continuing to release the doubt, impatience, and divided nature in your own being, in your own presence, in which you are taken into a space of your true self, which is consistently kind and gentle with all of creation. Being gentle does not mean that you go around the streets looking for fights. It means you are then releasing such a need in order to be centered in your heart space, and to then spread equality, peacefulness, and pureness in your own energy. This inner divine connection is opened up into your reality, as you are further shifted into the divine nature of your own consciousness, then shifting you upwards into the consciousness of being fully awakened. Make no mistake about it, as long as you complete your mission, you will shortly find yourself on our starships, and in inner Earth, as that is what this whole process is about, as your whole surface world still needs to be redone, physically. And while it is being redone, no humans or life forms will be able to live here, set to happen this year, as there is first contact, and an evacuation of those species that are choosing to vibrate into oneness, and a full restoration of your home worlds, and this sacred earth. As there are inner connections felt among all planets, this includes upgrades that are released into the many star systems, as the Earth is given the opportunity, into which now it is physically transitioning out of duality, to support only a fifth-dimensional world, which becomes all the eternal now. That is why it is important to live in the now, as you are then accessing the necessary information to be upgraded into a higher dimensional state of existence, all happening in this moment, inside of you, invisibly, through energy downloads that we as a team of light are sending to you. We send you much glory and purity, by your true light within. We are the angelic realms, we are the Galactic Federation of Light.